らっしゃいませ。お客様。
いらっしゃいませ。
失礼します。こちらになります。失礼いたしました。
She's not dead, is she?
No, just knocked out.
Good.
Looks like a little angel, doesn't she?
What's gotten into you?
Nothing.
Sleeping Beauty may have been awakened by Prince Charming's kiss, but you better not try it here.
I'm with you. Besides, I've had enough of tomboys.
Surtout que c'est pas moi qui vais embrasser une femme qui est en train de dormir. Et salut tout le monde, 15-6-15 qui vous accueille sur un nouvel épisode de Metal Gear Solid 2. J'espère que vous allez bien pouvoir faire ça très bien. Alors, je relance l'épisode vite fait parce que apparemment j'ai merdé sur un truc. Et au lieu de reprendre ma sauvegarde, j'ai recommencé une nouvelle partie, mais ça m'a compté comme une nouvelle partie directement sans sauvegarde. Donc du coup j'ai dû relancer le truc, tout va bien, j'ai pu fermer bien sûr. Tout va bien, du coup j'ai pu récupérer ma save de là où on en était. Excusez-moi. Alors, je sais qu'il faudrait redescendre. Ça monte là ? Thermique. Genre c'est des lunettes thermiques. Lunettes thermiques, elles repèrent des sources de chaleur et permettent de voir dans le noir. Oh. Ah, pratique. Complètement par pur hasard là. Du coup qu'il faut descendre. Le tour par là, c'est qu'il doit y avoir quelque chose. Est-ce qu'on peut bouger de là? Coton. Ok. Si une balle ne suffit pas, la deuxième fonctionne. Pourquoi tu fais pousser là? Wet box. Bandage. Il arrête les écoulements de sang. Il y a un effet de saignement dans celui-là. Ça sert à transporter des denrées périssables mais mouillées donc peu solides. Prenez-la pour vous en vêtir. Les bombes, là faut faire gaffe. Le problème c'est qu'ils sont deux. Deuxième. Il est là. Ration gratuite, cool. Ici, y a rien. Munitions, pourquoi pas. Par là, ça descend, donc je peux peut-être passer par là. Boîte. Putain, il s'est réveillé. Attends, est-ce qu'on peut utiliser... Ils sont 3 maintenant. Sauvegarde, on sait jamais. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Freeze.
L'autre il fait le tour. Fuck. Est-ce qu'il va refaire le tour?
Freeze.
Bah, bonne nuit. J'ai pas une map. Otakon, t'as pas une map?
Hey, Snake, you found a handgun.
It's a decent one. USP.
That gun can take out the infrared sensors you just saw. The USP fires real bullets, not the knockout rounds the M9 uses. You know that, right? The USP isn't equipped with a suppressor either. If you fire it when there are enemies nearby, they'll probably hear it. Keep that in mind. Having the USP will make combat easier, but being undetected is still the best way to go, okay?
Ouais, mais ça me dit pas, enfin ça me dit plus où est-ce que je dois aller. Que je sais que je sois alors je sais que je dois descendre. Par là peut-être. Ah fuck.
Freeze.
Bonne nuit. Ration, je dis pas non. Alors m'en voulez pas, je pense que je vais sauvegarder souvent ici.
Freeze.
Bouge pas. Bon, y a rien par là, mais on sait jamais. Je peux descendre par là encore. Très bien.
Freeze.
Ok, j'ai retrouvé. Le problème c'est que comme il y a quelqu'un... viser le truc thermique. Voyons voir. Imagine, c'est ça que je dois viser. Pas ça. Plus.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Oups. Ah non, j'ai visé littéralement la bombe. Fuck. C'est ça que je dois viser du coup? Parce que si c'est ça que je tire... Voilà. Donc non. D'accord, je dois viser quoi déjà?
See those lockers? That's a good place to hide yourself if you're in a pinch. Push the action button near the locker to open the door. Walk into it for a quick concealment. Push the action button once more to get out of the locker. You can see out from the slit in the door. Make sure you check the area using first-person view before you go out. You can also hide enemies you've knocked out in the locker. Just open the locker, then drag the body to the locker.
Ça me dit pas où est-ce que je dois viser en fait. Non. Ça peut-être? Non. Que ça c'est les bombes. Ça c'est les bombes. Fuck. Ça pareil c'est les bombes. J'ai complètement oublié ce que je devais viser les amis. Attendez. Laissez-moi vérifier quelque chose, d'accord? J'ai regardé dans le dernier épisode. Vite fait, je reviens. Ah, c'est bon, j'ai trouvé. En fait, c'est juste moi qui est trop con. Déjà, faut monter. Et il faut viser les bleus. Sans toucher les mines. Voilà. Et normalement... Voilà, ça en a fait retirer un. Il y en a un autre là normalement. Celui-là. Juste faire très attention. Et il y en a un autre juste là. Quelque part. Ouais, je le vois. Juste là. Voilà. Toutes mes excuses, c'est juste moi qui est trop débile. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? La farine. Wait. ça aurait été drôle. Voilà. Excusez-moi.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You're
Je suis full life.
ordered to continue manning your posts and...
Puis sur la touche rouge. Apparemment, je suis
Till
full
that
life.
time.
Enfin, évidemment, fermé. Bonne, je t'ai vu de loin. Fermé, bien sûr. On m'a dit apparemment je peux le fouiller. Et de mes amis sur Discord, il m'a dit, tu sais que tu peux fouiller tes ennemis à terre? Ouais, dis-moi comment faire. Arrête de danser, crétin. Alors déjà, j'ai trouvé la touche pour donner des coups de pied, c'est bien. Il a signalé. Il s'est relevé là-bas? Non. Là-bas, il n'y a personne. Fermé, putain. Il n'y a rien à signaler. Bonne nuit. Pas de USP, je suis à fond. C'est fermé, j'imagine. Évidemment. Ah, il y a une munition là, mais... Ah, peut-être comme ça. Mission de M9, ouais, pourquoi pas. Ah, juste à faire très gaffe. C'est fermé. Génération. Génération de munitions. Ça me donne pas mal de munitions, bizarrement. Ah, c'est nombreux.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holes until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter. Keep her safe.
Yes, sir. goes there?
Ça prend la peine de les... Hein? La gueule. Fuck. Bah. Pas doué. Allez, sors de là. Ah, bien joué. Ok, ouf. Faut vraiment que je prenne en main les contrôles, hein. Oula, oula, les bugs graphiques. Et apparemment il est... Alors j'ai vérifié sur le net vite fait, apparemment il est déjà sur PC Metal Gear Solid 2. Faudrait que je vérifie sur Steam, un de ces quatre. Par contre il y avait un mec clairement derrière moi, hein.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Bébé.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Ok.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
Current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Du coup, j'ai 7 minutes pour prendre les photos. Putain.
We initiated development
Alors par contre, je vais prendre une petite ration, voilà. Et on va préparer les photos. Caméra.
of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will
On va faire un truc.
add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Eh merde. Ouais, bon, ok.
Different in nature from the Navy.
Excusez-moi, c'était tentant. Non, faut monter, faut monter, faut monter, faut monter, Snake.
Fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Ah, mais je peux pas remonter, fuck!
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition...
Eh merde.
Aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always.
Ok.
Aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
Faut que je fasse pas de bruit.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
C'est en marchant dessus que je fais du bruit en fait.
Not to mention interference from a major player.
Ah mais je peux pas passer par là. Ok, alors attends.
Aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Down.
Foutoir quand même. Alors, désolé d'abuser des save states. Hein. Bonjour saloperie. Ah merde. Ah merde.
Metal Gear.
Comment je vais faire pour prendre autant de photos alors qu'ils sont tous là?
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected, and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMD trial conducted in 2000 was a complete failure, and the success of the 1999 trials is now considered a chance happening. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for the potential violation of the anti-ballistic missile agreement. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning. President Sears forced the NMD proposal through and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military interest, with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative approval. Former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept. It was he who lowered START 3's ceiling for tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring Russia around to approving a revision to the ABM Treaty. Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses happened. Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military
All right.
knows
Ok, normalement j'ai toutes les
specs spread
photos.
across the globe like wildfire. And the nuclear race is on again. The only thing that can reverse its
Essayez d'y aller en
course
mode
is
pourri.
this Metal Gear Ray.
Dis-moi que c'est les bonnes photos. Ah, ta conne!
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Le cliché de droite?
The next image is... This is great! The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Une photo des lettres latérales.
The Metal Gear Rex developed
Putain, enculé! Ta conne!
Snake, that workstation is the transfer point between the tanker's intranet and the outside world. Use it to send those pictures over. All you have to do is face the computer and push the action button, and the photos will be sent. Hope you took a good one.
on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely.
All right.
This theory is correct. It means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will
J'espère que c'est les bonnes cette fois, Otakon. Sinon je t'en colle une.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Ok.
The photos from the right and the left, and the one of the lettering look good. The only one we need is of Metal Gear from the front. Good luck.
Putain, l'enculé. Celui de l'avant. Mais comment tu veux que je prenne une photo de celui de l'avant?
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next.
All right.
We have intelligence that there are
Allez, Otakon. Dis-moi que c'est le bon.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
Enculé!
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Est-ce que je vais devoir éviter tout le monde? Non, ok, c'est bon. Quelqu'un applaudit?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
Collez-lui une balle dans la tête?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Il se défend bien. Et les autres soldats, ils peuvent pas, non?
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Voilà, enfin! Bah, enfin, visez bien quand même!
Ocelot!
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
C'est quoi ce bordel?
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
On pourra en parler un autre jour. je vais pas affronter Metal Gear quand même.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Un gros. Tout va bien.
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Ça va, c'est pas la peine de gueuler mon nom, je vais bien. Je suis mouillé mais ça va. Sauvegarder, oui. Du coup. Alors. J'ai pas mal de questions. 1. Liquide s'est fait greffer le bras de... Non, pas Liquide. Ocelot s'est fait greffer le bras par Liquide. Par qui? Bon, je sais pas. 2. Et je veux pas savoir par qui, hein, no spoil. 2, c'était pas un Metal Gear Rex, mais c'était Metal Gear Ray. C'est un autre Metal Gear. Et celui-là, il est amphibie, il peut nager et tout. Pourquoi pas? Alors, j'allais dire 3, il s'est fait couper le bras par qui? Alors, je sais qu'Oslot s'est fait couper le bras par l'espèce de samouraï ninja dans le premier. Par contre, j'ai oublié son nom. Donc du coup, il s'est fait greffer le bras par qui, ce con? Enfin, on va voir ce qui se passe là. Et on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui, je pense. Les scientifiques ont dû faire des milliers de calculs pour créer la bombe atomique et déterminer ses effets. Produits pour la Seconde Guerre mondiale, les ordinateurs et les bombes atomiques se sont développés ensemble. Ère de l'information, explosive, on n'a pas eu le temps de tout lire.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
2 ans.
Of course.
D'accord.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time, but in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Alors, je sais pas pourquoi il y a des bugs de comme ça.
Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Now for your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Yeah, but...
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Got it.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Donc on joue un nouveau perso du coup. Très bien. Bah écoutez les amis, je vais m'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Est-ce qu'on peut save? Non, j'ai pas le droit de save. Très bien. Bah je vais sauvegarder de manière autrement que ce truc. Sur ce les amis, gros bisous à tous, c'est Mika, à la prochaine. Portez-vous bien. Ciao, bye bye. Et bonne journée à vous.